Football is a sport that has been constantly evolving since its inception. As the game has grown in popularity, so too have the skills and tricks players use to outmaneuver their opponents. However, with the advancement of the game, certain techniques have been banned by football's governing bodies due to safety concerns or to prevent unsportsmanlike behaviour. Join me, let's look at some of the football tricks that have been banned from the game and the reasons behind their prohibition. Why football tricks can be banned. Football is a sport that is known for its physicality and skillful play. One aspect of football that has always been popular with fans is players' displays of tricks and flashy moves. From simple stepovers to more complicated maneuvers, such as rainbow flicks, football tricks have been used to beat opponents and create excitement on the pitch. However, not all tricks are allowed in football. The laws of the game, which are set by the International Football Association Board, IFAB, dictate what is and isn't allowed on the pitch. Some tricks are considered dangerous or unsportsmanlike and have been banned to protect players and maintain the integrity of the game. In recent years, football governing bodies have cracked down on certain types of tricks deemed showboating or disrespectful to opponents. Recently, excessive flicks and tricks in the penalty area, which are perceived to be taunting the opposing team, have been banned from the game. Overall, while football tricks can add excitement and entertainment to the game, they must be performed within the limits set by the laws of the game and in a manner that is respectful to other players and the sport itself. Here are the tricks banned in football. 1. The shirt trap. The shirt trap is one of the tricks banned from football due to safety concerns. This trick involves a player trapping the ball inside their shirt and running around with it, thus temporarily making it impossible to be tackled fairly. Although it may seem like a harmless tactic, the shirt trap has the potential to cause serious injury. Players could be dangerously kicked or fall awkwardly, causing strains or sprains. The shirt trap was banned by the football's governing body. The decision was made to protect the safety of the players and ensure fair play on the pitch. Performing this trick is seen as a handball offence, since the trick is seen as an extension of the arm. Although the shirt trap is no longer allowed in professional football, some amateur players still attempt to use it as a trick to gain an advantage over their opponents. However, it's worth noting that players are permitted to perform this trick while celebrating a goal. Players often use this gesture to signify the impending arrival of a child or the recent birth of their child. 2. Head passing. In football, it's not allowed for a keeper to pick up a back pass from a teammate with their hands. However, footballers found a loophole in this rule: head passing. This move involves a player intentionally using their head to pass the ball back to their goalkeeper, who then catches it with their hands. The move was banned due to concerns over time-wasting tactics and a lack of fair play. The tactic was commonly used in the past by teams looking to hold on to a lead or run down the clock toward the end of the match. However, this practice was deemed to be against the spirit of the game, as it prevented the opposing team from having a fair chance to score. The ban was introduced to promote more open and attacking play in football. The rule states that a goalkeeper cannot pick up a back pass from a teammate if the ball has been intentionally played with their head. An indirect free kick is awarded to the opposing team if a goalkeeper does this. While head passing is now rare in modern football, some players may still accidentally use their head to pass the ball back to their goalkeeper, leading to a free kick for the opposition. 3. Seal dribble. The seal dribble is a football trick that involves using the head to flick and guide the ball. While running past opponents, it is similar to how a seal moves a ball with its nose. This technique is considered flashy and can be entertaining to watch. However, it was banned from professional football for safety reasons. The seal dribble was popularized by Brazilian footballer Curlon. Curlon's use of the trick caused controversy as opponents often resorted to fouling him to stop the move. The Brazilian Football Confederation subsequently banned the trick, and FIFA also took note, deeming it dangerous and unsportsmanlike. The main issue with the sea dribble is that it leaves the player vulnerable to potentially dangerous tackles from opponents. As the player must have their head up to guide the ball, they cannot see oncoming challenges, making them more susceptible to injury. 4. Donkey kick. We all know about the bicycle kick, but do you know there's a donkey kick? The donkey kick usually occurs during a free kick. It involves a teammate lifting the ball for another teammate to shoot. It often results in a high looping shot that can be difficult for the goalkeeper to save. This trick is considered unsportsmanlike because it gives an unfair advantage to the free kick taker and may be disrespectful to the other team. It's one of the banned football tricks that many people do not agree with, because of the beauty in its execution. While the donkey kick may look impressive, it goes against the spirit of fair play in football. 5. Neck stall. The neck stall is a football trick that involves balancing the ball on the back of the neck. It's a difficult skill to master, but it was once a popular move among football players. However, the neck stall was considered a dangerous and unnecessary risk on the football field. It was banned from football because of the potential risk of injury. The main issue with the neck stall is that it puts players at risk of neck and spinal injuries. The move requires the player to bend their neck at an unnatural angle and maintain balance with the ball on the back of their neck while running away from opponents. The move can also lead to collisions and spinal or neck injuries for the player performing the trick, because they're vulnerable to contact from opponents. In addition to the risk of injury, the neck stall can be seen as a form of unsportsmanlike conduct. It's a showy move that can be used to taunt or disrespect opponents. Therefore, it goes against the spirit of fair play in football. Professional players are not allowed to perform the trick during matches. However, it's often done during the unveilings and warm-ups. 6. Running knee lock. This trick is similar to the neck stall and shirt trap. It involves a player locking the ball between their knees and running around to gain an advantage over the opponent. The running knee lock was banned from the sport due to its high risk of injury. While the move can be executed successfully without causing harm, performing it without the player getting seriously injured is often difficult. The trick prevents opponents from tackling the ball fairly, as any attempt to get the ball will lead to kicking the player. Although the running knee lock is an impressive display of athleticism and skill, it is not worth the potential risk of injury to the player attempting the move and their opponent. As such, it remains a banned football trick in the modern game. 7. Head stall. Just like the neck stall, the head stall is also banned in football. Head stall, also known as the balancing act, is a trick where players balance the ball on their head and run with it. Unlike in the seal dribble, the player doesn't flick the ball. It allows it to balance on the head and then run with it. While it may seem like a harmless trick, it's been banned from football matches due to safety concerns. Balancing the ball on the head requires a player to tilt their head back and look upwards, making them vulnerable to colliding with other players or objects on the pitch. Also, it doesn't give a fair ground for safe tackles and can lead to injuries. While the head stall is no longer allowed during official matches, it is still a popular trick among football players during training and friendly games. While some argue that these banned tricks provide entertainment in the game, others insist that safety is the best. If you loved this, click on the card on your screen for even more interesting football content.